I'm going to delete this if the MP, if someone doesn't answer the phone. Because it's not going to be much point if someone doesn't pick up. I'll just delete this. Oh, hello. Hello there. I'm going to delete this if... This is just to see if someone picks up, that's all. The MP office closes at 4 o'clock. So... no one's there. It's just to see if someone picked up, that's all. I haven't responded to any the notifications. I know I've got a few notifications, but thank you. It's really nice to know that there are people that care. I see there's been a bit of I haven't had a proper look yet, but there's been a bit of a dispute, a disagreement between Scott and Brian. And Brian is protecting me from the drama, as it were. I'm trying to be fair here. It's very difficult when you want to believe that people have got your best interests and that you can trust them, and they're not just trying to cause whatever. And Scott said he left a voice message for Councillor Stephen Holt, and I just hope that nobody, because people sorry, I don't know what that means, but basically even if I was to meet someone in person from my live stream, they could still do something nasty behind the scenes. I mean, I know this is all just common sense. I'm just saying what's screamingly obvious, but it's difficult for me because it's very difficult for me because I'm a people pleaser. And yeah, I'm a people pleaser. So I put other people first, even when I think, oh gosh, I don't need this. I don't need them causing drama. Because I think to myself, well, maybe they're very sensitive. It's a pain in the arse. Because the only person that ends up suffering is me, because I'm trying to please everyone and don't think about it. There are loads of people that are just twats. Yes. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to say this in the nicest possible way. Because he might watch this, but I'm going to delete this anyway. The thing is, Scott, if he's saying in the comments section that he is something like, I am Jesus, God's son, like, I don't know what his state of mind is, shall we say, I don't know if he's literally trying to say that he is, quote, the Son of God, God. And I can't. I'm like, and on the other hand, I don't want this person to be someone who's taking the you know what. So yeah, this is what I mean. I don't know if it. How can I say? I want to believe that Scott is genuine and not. There's no nice way of saying it. I don't want to believe that he's a. He could have been watching this. I don't want to believe that he could be a troll. I want to believe that he genuinely cares. But the thing is, I've also got a query over. It just really annoys me because whilst all this arguing is going on in my chat, they're not listening to what I'm saying. Well, when people are doing that, they're not listening to what I am saying, and they're just being silly and creating drama, and it's not fair to do that given what I've been through. And whilst they're doing that, I'm wasting my breath because I'm saying actually, hello, I've got some really interesting things to say, and they're just. I'd like to have an intelligent conversation. I mean, Crumbs. There's a man I know in the town who's like a professor. He's an intelligent man, and he's old enough to be my father. And he said he whispered to me a few years ago, "It's difficult to get an intelligent conversation. Difficult to find an intelligent conversation." And I said, "Yeah, you're telling me. Oh, well, that's Eastbourne for you." But then even he made me annoyed because he wasn't listening to me. And he's an intelligent man, and he wasn't a very, an intellectual. But I thought, you're not listening. You're not seeing what's going on right under your nose. And people say I'm intelligent, and I put myself down, and I call myself thick. And then when I make a really interesting observation, people in the chat are being stupid. I'm sorry, but I'm not being rude. But there was some sort of an argument about you're being rude, you're saying this, you're saying that, I'm the Son of God or something. I don't know. And then with all due respect, I'm going to delete this anyway, but even if they see this, Spirit Faith End Times, I've spoken to her once, and she said it wasn't her that commented under Dan's live stream when I rang in. She said it's someone must have cloned her account. She said, "Who is Dan?" And it says Dan. And it says I spoke to this woman, but there was a lie in the comments saying the council helped her and she's no longer in that town. I'm self-funding a hotel in the same town that has failed me for 17 years, Eastbourne. What's she on about? But she's saying it's not her, so I can't trust people. And I've let Dan know this, so hi there. Hello, Heisenberg. Thank you. You overthink thing that is your problem. I know it's not my problem. Hello, Brian. Hi there. Nice to see you. No, I was just saying if you heard any of that, yeah, I don't want to repeat it all. But I was just saying that lovely to see you too. Bless you. How more days did you manage to fund? Well, I'm here until the 14th. Maybe I'll. You see, the prices, they can suddenly go up. They can suddenly double or triple, and they might go down. I don't know why they do that. They can rip people off. But oh God. Anyway, I will listen back later. Okay. Well, I'll leave it up then. I'll leave this up. I was only gonna I was gonna delete it if the MP people didn't answer. I've actually, I won't say the email address. I've got to kind of rein it in a bit because people, I'm very pleased that Dan, that whoever it was, by the way, thank you very much, whoever it was who told Dan that I had left my mobile number up, because that was a stupid thing to do. And I actually had a missed call. I had an unknown number ring me in the early evening last night, and when I answered, it rang off. And that could have been because of my stupid fault. Just taking chances, as it is. Before Scott said that he'd run Councillor Stephen Holt on my behalf, someone, I don't know who, but a couple of months ago, someone Scoops. Oh, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. No, I really do appreciate that, because you're looking out for me. You're genuinely looking out for me, and I really, really appreciate it. I really do. Because I could have stupidly left it up there. And Dan is, he really cares, and, so I made it private. As I said, I had an unknown number ring me last night, and it could have been, imagine if some nutcase had rang me up and tried to scare me. That would have, but it was an unknown number last night, and it rang off. I don't know if that was because of me, but I am taking chances, and I subconsciously read out I was reading it, I was whispering it as I was typing it during a live stream. The number for the lady at BHT, Lorraine Blackwell. And then when I saw her, she said, I didn't give you permission. And I said, I did tell you that I was live streaming. Yes, but she didn't tell me who it was that let her know. But I did. You can actually hear me whispering the number out loud. And she said, I'm not going to help. I can't help you, or I can't or won't help you unless you take the video down. She never has helped me. And to then do that when I've gone to all the effort of getting those bloody bank statements. Oh, I get sick to death of it. The number of times I've got bank statements and this and that. What they want me to do, cut myself open, empty my insides and prove that I'm me. It's just, a thumbprint should be enough to show I'm not the legal, because all that stuff is the legal fiction, not the living woman. My passport, my birth certificate. But I put the CFO on notice. I'll hold it up at some point. I've got it here with me, my thumbprint and receipt. But I was sitting in Greg's the Cafe a little while ago, horrible redhead old dragon. Oof. Yeah. Now I know what to look out for, though. She's always sitting in there every day. The one who threatened me with security because I had a difference of opinion, and she said I worked upstairs. Look back to my video where I've reported her to Greg's head office and the psychiatric unit, telling me I had it easy when I've had it the hardest. They don't know when a person's having a mental a breakdown, and I'd been bruised and assaulted by police, stripped naked. Oh, I keep forgetting they've still got my clothes. Oh, I'm going to write that down, actually, because I'm going to mention that again. They've still got my clothes. They've got my clothes that they took off my body. And then I had nursing assistants pin me down. Even Dan said to me, if anybody laid a finger on me, I need an apology, if nothing, from the Herald for saying that I beat the police. I tell you what. But anyway, I can't get angry, because I tell you what, if I do get angry, if I get angry the way that Dan would, the way that other people have told me that they would, I would just, I don't know what I'd do. I'd go mental. I would just lose my, I think I'd be sectioned for life. Because that would be it. I'd lose control. All the years that I've held it together, I just, do you know what I mean? All those people that have assaulted me physically and verbally, my eldest sister shook me hard and tried to get me to hit her. That's where the trauma comes from when I was a baby, from when I was a toddler. I would not hit her, though. I do not give my bullies what they want, which is for me to lose it. They're jealous because I'm not like them. But when if I do lose it, I'm going to really lose it. So yeah. So I'm just having a vent here. But it's good though. Praise Abba Yahweh. His name. How do I know he's real? Because what I feel and what I know and what he's doing in me. On this rock I build my church. That is what our Saviour said. Not these bloody places where it's all about looking good and all of that. Anyway. No, I just watch back what I was saying about spirit, faith, end times, and Scott. So Brian, and anyone else who came on here late, if you just watch it back, because I'm going to delete this anyway, because it's not relevant. I'm just repeating myself. But yeah, there are things that are being said and that don't add up, that don't make sense, and are making me wary. Especially, it's very difficult because I want to believe people, but I'll just say it's very odd that the comment under Dan's video is very much in the style that Spirit, Faith, End Times types, and I'm trying not to be rude about that style of typing. But let's just say I can never understand what she's saying when she types. But I hope she's not going to be upset if she sees this. I just hope she understands. She said it wasn't her, but it's her account. She said it was a cloned account. But she said, "Who is Dan?" That's what I was saying. But she says in the comment, she says Dan, and she's referring to me. And she says, "The lady you're speaking to in Sunday's live stream. I know her. The council have helped her, and she's no longer in that town. I am in that town, and I can prove it. But then if I do prove it, I don't want people to know which hotel I'm in. Yeah. Because there's been drama here as well, and I would definitely be giving it away. So maybe if and when I get out of this hotel and my hell ends, then yes, I'll say which hotel I've been in, because there's too much to say, really. Yeah. So I was just going to look at your comments. Oh, well, I'd never ask for money. GoFundMe. I could never. Do you know what? I could never. My partner said this, and I said the same. I could never beg on the street. I'd have to be starving to death to do that. I wouldn't feel good begging. Even then, I wouldn't like asking for money. It's not. It's one of those things that I just, I feel I've had a lot of shame put on me about not being able to manage money or anything. And that's something that I have to fight against, and I'm doing that. I just appreciate people supporting me. They should be doing what they should be doing, end of. I shouldn't have had to use thousands of pounds of severe, because it actually makes me wonder why they give people back pay of severe disability. Probably because there are people in these homeless situations. It's insane. It's a backward. Everything's just so screwed up. There is no system. It is just a mess. That's what PCE and Williams, the welfare officer, said. And you should see, every time I've seen him, he looks tearful. Most of them do. You can see it in their eyes. The nasty ones who look like they have tears in their eyes, they just got a battle of the conscience. It's demonic. What can you say? But thank you very much. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Brian. I haven't responded to all the notifications yet. I've just I'm getting quite a few notifications. I just really, you're oh dear, the TV's just turned itself on. Sorry.
I did not spend you.
Sorry.
Today, spirits are raised.
Sorry, I just switched that off. Excuse me.
Is that glass? There's a massive bit there.
Yeah, that's not great, really, is it?
Sometimes I like to have stuff in the background on, and I like 4 in a bed. So it's very me. That's what I do with TripAdvisor and all that. So I was just reading your comments. Your moderators will look out for you, Bryony. Thank you, Brian. I know that you I appreciated you blocking. I just, as I said earlier, if you watch back to the start of the video, I don't know whether Scott is just perhaps very see, this is again, I'm thinking of other people and not myself. Since it's without, I should have said it without mentioning names, really. You know, when people are sensitive and saying something about he was the son of God, or I don't know if, like, I don't know if he's confused or I'm confused, or that's what it looked like. Just very confusing. Because you don't know whether someone's taking the what's it, like all these these idiots who come on and mocked me and my faith, or if that person is genuine, they've got their issues. How can I know? I haven't spoken to that person. I don't know what they sound like. I don't know. You know, so it's very difficult. It can be difficult to tell, but I am concerned, obviously, as I said, what I said about the lady from BHT and someone someone contacted her to report what I was doing. I don't know who. And who knows what's been said to Councillor Stephen Holt? Who knows? Who knows? But I just don't need troublemakers, because I'm not well. I've had it. I don't need that drama, so I appreciate that. I mean, Councillor Stephen Holt, he shook hands with my partner. He was looking at him, but wasn't looking at me. And I've already got issues, delicate issues, relating to me and my partner, and it's you know, you just don't want people, complete strangers. I don't know what, but as you said, you know, I don't need the drama. So, because the thing is, he's saying, oh, I don't trust any of these people, I don't think you should trust them either. Well, you know, I haven't met any of you. I don't know what you look like, but obviously you know what I look like and what I sound like. And well, you know, it's a chance I'm taking, isn't it? But there we are. Anyway, Crinkle AB. Oh gosh, oh don't. Not you. Someone said they thought that the last one might be him, but I think I'd seen the name Bilbo Fagans before, though. I think because it rings a bell. Some idiot that plays computer. It could be a little boy, it could be a government agent, I don't know, but I've seen that name before, Bilbo Fagans. So before I went on police abusing powers. So yeah, that's all right. You do not need to take it down for her. I bet they are having a tank over them. What's that? Sorry, what's a tank? A lot of conflicting opinions can make it all confusing for anyone, Bryony, not just you, dear. I know. It's more difficult because I can't see any of you. I don't know what any of you look like or sound like. And text can be misconstrued. You know, but my partner didn't like me bombarding text messages, and he knows what I sound like. Because it's not a good way to have a conversation, is it? Things will change soon, Bryony. I have a feeling. Keep on pushing. You are doing really well. Thank you, Heisenberg. Bless you. Yeah, praying, persevering, just trying to keep it. It's all psychological, spiritual warfare that's going on in me. And I need prayers. And when I say prayers, I mean prayers to Yahweh. On the telly earlier, I had bad landlords to bad tenants program on, and these young people, squatters, people were there were local people who were campaigning saying these homeless people should be allowed to squat here, and there's a dispute saying no, we want the building back. A lot of tension because obviously we got a homeless crisis, but the people that own the building wanted it, and these people were getting they'd sprayed on the walls a pentagram, and one of them was wearing a pentagram. So when I ask you to pray for me, I'm saying please pray to Yahweh. You know, I don't need any physical illnesses. I don't need cancer. I don't need problems. I don't need toxic people. Because if you pray to you know, the God of this world, which has many counterfeit names. So yeah. So if you do pray, please pray to Yahweh, please. Because that's what I'm doing. Just remember, it is your live stream, your channel, so you do what you want. Thank you, Ian. Thank you. Bless you. Hey, hello, Warrior Wales. You're very supportive. You are. Thank you. Bless you. I get a good feeling about you. By the way, there is nothing shameful about being at rock bottom. No, it's just the shame of. Well, I'm hoping and praying that if I email Tina, she'll understand. I agree with you, Bryony. You should not be going through this torture. Bless you. Thank you. Look at it. Oh, by the way, I forgot to just to say, I burped yesterday at the start of my live stream, and I'm really embarrassed because I watched it back. And I was in hysterics afterwards because I must have forgotten for a moment that I was live streaming. So I say pardon me. Yeah. It's a good thing it wasn't the other end. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, what Billy Connolly was saying about a woman doesn't know how to keep a secret, which is me. But she can hold in a fart. That's what he was saying. So if you want a woman to keep a secret, whisper it up her ass. I like Billy Connolly. Oh, he's hilarious. No, it's just funny because I'd already had a live stream, a video of him, and then he was on the TV with one or two of my favourite sketches. What? The Cavendish Hotel official? Who are you? Oh, come on, seriously, who are you? Could someone look up the Cavendish Hotel official for me, please? No, seriously, I want to know who this individual is. No, seriously, who is the Cavendish Hotel official? because you know we have a Cavendish Hotel in Eastbourne. So could someone please find out, please? Because I've made several phone calls today. We have an intruder in the comments, so I want to know who this individual is. That is a picture of the Eastbourne Cavendish Hotel. Why would you have that name? Sorry, I can't look at. Well, before you block them, I would like to find out who they are. And sorry, it's just we have great curtains. It is creepy. It is creepy. Seriously, could you look up that individual for me? We have great curtains. Yeah, I know they're a Britannia hotel. I know. We've got a crazy person here. We've got something going on here, so look, shall we send room service to you, Bryony? Do you see what I mean? It's a picture of what makes you think I'm in the Cavendish Hotel? Do you see what I mean, Brian? Do you want to find out who this is? You obviously listen to my live streams. I have mentioned that it's a Britannia hotel. I have mentioned the Cavendish Hotel. What makes you think I'm in the Cavendish Hotel, though? Little presumptuous. Listen, the Cavendish Hotel does not know about this unless nobody knows about this. No one apart from well, the MP office. But I haven't publicly said which hotel I'm in. I've mentioned the Cavendish Hotel, but I haven't said which hotel I'm in. You said your hotel. Don't block it. Don't block this person because don't block the comment. No, I think everyone should see these comments because I don't know who I don't know who this individual is. You said your hotel was Britannia and you have the same curtains. So you spend your time, you spend your time, you've been looking up all the hotels of Eastbourne, have you, to try and see and looking at, how else would you find out? So you've been looking at hotel room curtains on websites. Is that what you, because you, it's quite a sad thing to do, isn't it? You're a good researcher. You must have a hell of a lot of time on your hands, even if you work at the Cavendish Hotel. You have got heaps of whoever you are, you've got a hell of a lot of time on your hands to do that. Yes, it is the only Britannia hotel in Eastbourne. You don't think it's just a little bit creepy though, and a bit weird, and the fact that you've called yourself the Cavendish Hotel official? I have not said which hotel I'm in. I've mentioned the Cavendish Hotel. I've mentioned lots of hotels. The Glastonbury Hotel is a hellhole. But if you've really looked at all my YouTube videos and you've gone through all the photographs to look at a pair of curtains to compare them, I'm not saying which hotel I am in. But you have come onto my live stream calling yourself the Cavendish Hotel official and assuming that I'm in that hotel, which you should not be doing. I don't know. I give up. You've gone out of your way to set up a YouTube account with the name The Cavendish Hotel Official just to do that. You found it in 2 minutes. Yes, but I did not say that I was in the Cavendish Hotel. I mentioned the Cavendish Hotel. I was talking about some of the worst hotels, and I mentioned Britannia. But out of all the things that I've been saying, how long have I talked about the Cavendish Hotel for? I've mentioned hundreds of things. And in the comments section, people are saying crazy things, insane, stupid, weird, demented things. And I'm making up very interesting observations, like the programme Are You Being Served? Was anyone listening to me when I said that? No, because they were too busy doing that. Talking about I am the Son of God. But for you to even find it in 2 minutes, that's pathetic. It doesn't matter what hotel I'm in, for one thing, and it's nobody's business, and I have to protect myself. But I have not said that I'm in the Cavendish Hotel. I've mentioned it. But the fact that you've called yourself the Cavendish Hotel official and asked me if I would like room service when I haven't even said I'm in the Cavendish Hotel is disgusting. And to be perfectly honest, it's sad and creepy. It's out of order. I won't know who you are, but I would appreciate it if I'm a technophobe. So if someone could find out for me, I would appreciate it, please. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the contractors saying that I was making videos about the terrorism that I was suffering. And we know about your YouTube videos. How the hell could they find out about my YouTube videos? I don't give my YouTube account. How could they find my Facebook account when it's a pseudonym? A completely different pseudonym to this. And it's not my actual name. But I recorded a hate crime, so I suppose things go in my favour. You see what I mean, though? You see, you've deleted the messages, but I want to see what they're saying. We are a Britannia hotel. We are a Britannia hotel. We. So you're even speaking as if you are actually the Cavendish Hotel. Shall we send room service to you, Bryony? See, look, they're doing it again, Brian. Look. Yeah. Are you able to find out who this individual is? You said your hotel was Britannia and you have the same curtains. I didn't say my hotel. I mentioned the Cavendish Hotel. I said I've been in the Cavendish Hotel, and I mentioned that I called it 40 Towers Each a Heart Out a few years ago. I was talking about some of the worst hotels that I've been in, and I did say I said that Britannia took over and that there used to be a lovely sauna and steam room here. So you really think the Cavendish Hotel? You're a good researcher, are you? But you're talking as if you are. You said we are Britannia Hotel. So you're not the Britannia Hotel because you're just someone researching. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Brian. Are you able to find out who this individual is? I know it's the only Britannia Hotel in Eastbourne. I have Googled the Cavendish on Facebook, not sure what he sounds like either. It is the hullet of someone being a twat. Yeah. Well, it is the only Britannia hotel, and I did say that, and he's not wrong. I said I've been in that hotel, and I was saying what they've done to the hotel, but I haven't said that I'm staying in the Britannia Hotel. Yes, I'm sure you did find it in 2 minutes. I'm not disputing that, but I did not say I was staying in that hotel. I said I talked about the Cavendish Hotel. I've been in a lot of Eastbourne hotels. Believe me, TripAdvisor have tried to block some of my reviews, especially the one about I have a picture of. I've got a photograph of a cockroach. We're quite expensive. No, actually, the Cavendish Hotel is one of the cheapest hotels. You're wrong about that. I am homeless. Not nearly homeless. I am homeless. I'm keeping away from a place where I'm not safe. Yes, I know. You keep repeating yourself, and I'm agreeing with you. But people don't, you're just not listening. Yes, okay. Yeah, fine. Oh, yeah, 30 seconds to be precise. Yes, it is the only hotel. I'm agreeing with you. What's wrong with you? I did say it's the only Britannia hotel. I said, I'm not going to keep repeating myself. The Cavendish Hotel official was timed out by Brian PC for 300 seconds. Maybe the Cavendish Hotel is a hotel fan and expert on curtains and likes to creep out vulnerable women. Clearly, yeah. Oh, dear. I know. Thank you, Brian. I know. I would like, I still, Yeah, no, I know, you're right. I should really. Most hotels have the same curtains, if a chain. But if you're that sad that you're going to try and find out which hotel someone is staying in anyway, either way. But I have mentioned the Cavendish Hotel. I said I've stayed there and I've said what it was like, and I did say it was the Britannia Hotel, and because the Cavendish Hotel is just like Eastbourne, there's a love-hate relationship with it, but it is one of the cheapest hotels. But I've stayed in a lot of hotels in Eastbourne. In fact, I had a reply only a little while ago from a manageress who didn't read my TripAdvisor review properly, and I'm going to let the chairman of the EHA know about. But it just goes to show that people are more interested in. Obviously, I'm not going to say what hotel I'm in. I could give it away myself. I might have even given it away. But how sad and creepy do you have to be to do that? Because I'm talking about all kinds of things, and people don't seem to have the capacity to see what's going on under their noses, or to even listen. How many times have I mentioned this comedy on the TV that talked about the social distancing from 41 years ago? And everything that was going on in that episode was similar to what I experienced. In the psychiatric unit, actually, coerced into a PCR test as a homeless person. As a homeless, vulnerable woman, I was coerced into a PCR test after being beaten by the police. After my appalling experience at the Citrus Hotel, which I'd funded for 2 months. August, September. Yeah, I'd spent over £2,000 in 2 months. Yeah. And she wanted me to change rooms after just 1 month. After a month, because she said, "Oh, you might claim squatters' rights." Never heard that before. If you can claim squatters' rights after 1 month, well, the last hotel room that I was in, you'll be aware that I was in there for 4 months. So where are my squatters' rights? Why aren't the council? Oh God, the system is really screwing me. It's really playing me no end. And I'm having to deal with demented people in the town. So I don't need demented people on here, like that red-haired Jean. Anyway, yeah. No, I'm just curious to look up that individual. Excuse me, pardon me. I mean, there are some weird people that work in the Cavendish Hotel, as well as I think it was last year, sometime, or it might have even been a couple of years ago. I was in the Cavendish Hotel, and someone who doesn't work at the Cavendish anymore made a sexual innuendo to me. Well, he showed me to my room or something or other, and he said, you like a sex, something like that. I don't know. Where's your boyfriend? And I said, my partner, I don't know, she's not here with me. Okay, you like a sex, something like that. And it's one of those moments where you sort of, you're left, he leaves you in the room and you're like, I'm so angry. And I went downstairs sometime later. I thought, God, what is it with this hotel? But that was about a couple of years ago. But I've had several experiences with the Cavendish Hotel. But I will say more at the end of all of this, because there is some weird people on here. See, this is what I mean, though. I can't trust anyone, though, because the people that I trusted, like Andy Devine and Angela Power Disney, and Angela Power Disney had a picture of herself using the same account. On Facebook, it was definitely her that said, stop effing hounding people, when I politely asked a question, and I don't swear at people. And on here, though, she was attacking me on my live stream and then saying it wasn't her. Now, Spirit Faith End Time said it wasn't her that commented under Dan's video. And she said, who's Dan? But she was talking about the lady you're talking to, i.e. me. And those are meant to be the people that I could trust. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. As I said, I'm trying to be careful with what I say because I could be wrong. I'm not psychic, although that could be debatable as well. Some things you just get, you're one of those people when you get a feel for something, and I've certainly had some very weird experiences, that's for sure. But I'm no stranger to idiots. I can't see the creep comments. Cavendish is at London as well. There are lots of Cavendish hotels all over the country. But that's a picture of the Eastbourne. That's a picture of the Eastbourne. I can see from the tiny picture on here. That's a picture of because you can see the seafront lawns just from that teeny tiny picture on here. I could tell it was. Have a look. Can't you see the picture of the lawns that on the seafront? That's the Grand Parade. That is the Cavendish Hotel Eastbourne. I've been there many times. And even if they did work for the Cavendish Hotel, what a sad person you are. You've got way too much time on your hands, whether you're a troll or not, whether you're a disgruntled member of staff or just someone, whatever. I will talk about the Cavendish Hotel in a because if you did work at the Cavendish Hotel, well, perhaps you need to hear this, because I even had I once had a receptionist shout at me down the phone, and I just had a pizza delivery person, the owner of a pizza place, shouting, and I just thought, oh God, it's just, what is Yeah, well, I'm not. Why would you even say something like that? It doesn't make any. It's it's just being creepy. And then to say, would you like room service? Well, by the way, did you know the Cavendish Hotel does not do room service? Yeah. Do me a favour, tell the Cavendish Hotel official, ask them if they could do room service. I'd be pretty stupid to actually say which hotel I'm in just to be blatant. But some things I might say might give it away. But I'm not actually going to say which hotel I'm in. But if you're going to go out of your way, there's only one Britannia hotel. Yes, you're right. But I haven't actually said which hotel I'm in. I've talked about the Cavendish Hotel because that is the hotel I referred to as Fawlty Towers 4 years ago. I'm just going to leave it at that because yeah. Oh dear. No, seriously, I even read other people's reviews. Me and other people were threatened by the manageress. A lot of people have come and gone from the hotel, and someone said they found a mouse. Well, I've seen mice go under kitchen doors, but they actually said, "Yeah, I got a mouse. Will someone get rid of the mouse?" It really was, and to be screamed and shouted at and threatened with the police because you've made a complaint. And it wasn't just me, because I looked at the other reviews and this Joanne had shouted at other guests, but that was in 2018. So I referred to the hotel as Fawlty Towers each hotel. And I've since then seen that a lot of people use that phrase for a bad hotel. Yes, Warrior Wales, I know. But it's very sad and pathetic that individuals can go out of their way to mess with someone's head, though. Yes, it's stupid. Yes, it's dangerous. And they want to see how I'll react. Well, this is the reaction they've got. Pathetic. Yes, thank you, Brian. I know. That's why yeah. Well, don't worry. It doesn't matter really, because I've done all that paranoid kind of thinking. The good thing about having that, when you've gone through the phase of paranoid thinking, when something bad, when a situation might arise, or when someone is going to do something, I've noticed the screen has gone grainy. Shall I tell you why I'm making this observation? Shall I tell you why? Because the quality of my live streams are usually have been better than this recently. It's all gone grainy. Do you know why? Well, I believe because I'm shadow banned. I could be wrong, but that could be. It could be one of these infiltrators, government agents, because they do watch and because they know that I'm contacting the MP office and I've noticed that they'll cut cut bits out. They'll make it a bit like that. Especially when I'm saying something controversial or something when they don't that they but the quality, I'm watching the quality of this and it's gone really poor now. The screen is like hazy. I don't know if it looks hazy to you, but it was a bit crystal clear like earlier. But since this idiot the Cavendish hotel official has come on here, it's all gone a bit bleh. So I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. Anyway, there we go. You could believe me, there are enough nutcases in Eastbourne to stalk you. Look at the woman who was murdered by a pizza delivery man, and that's why Chris, someone I know called Chris, who knows a lot about a lot. I've fallen out with him because I can't trust him now. But he knows about. I've actually wondered if he's a Freemason. There was someone else who turned out to be his dad was a Freemason, but he's a nice chap, and I wondered if he might be a Freemason. But Chris, he knows a lot about a lot, and he was worried about me because he said, I don't want you going out at this time. He said, I know someone who lives next door to where the Domino's pizza murderer was, and he said, I don't want them to clonk you over the head. And no, just to say the quality of this is really poor now. They must think I'm stupid. The ones that are behind my the picture is Bournemouth. Are you sure about that? Because I mean, are you able to zoom in on that picture? Because to me, that looks like the lawns at Eastbourne. That looks like the seafront. It looks like the. I think from the evidence, it is the Hotel Eastbourne. Yes, it is. Yeah, no, I recognise the. It's very. I mean, I've never been to Bournemouth, but some people are just soulless beings that go around tormenting people. Don't let them get to you, as they just bring you down. Yeah. Just one up, say you are at a different hotel. Well, I'm not saying either. I'm saying that we're planning on doing room service, and we would like you be the first person who receives it. They don't do room service though, do they? All right, Cavendish Hotel official, show your face, or if you're not going to do that, ring up the Cavendish Hotel and ask them if they do room service, and say what they do. Let us know, because I know that they don't do room service. You obviously haven't done enough research. Cavendish, any innuendos and sexual connotations will be sent to the police due to trolling a vulnerable adult. Thank you, Brian. I really do appreciate it. I've just reported Cavendish official for being a... Thank you, Ian. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I mean, I know I'm extremely honest, and I do need to be careful. I've never actually said which hotel I'm in. I I've talked about the Cavendish Hotel because I've been there many times. So yeah, he's not wrong. It is a Britannia hotel. I said how Britannia had knocked down the lovely spa and steam room, but they really don't do room service. I had a receptionist shout at me down the phone and say, "We gave you a piece of paper." In fact, I actually put that in yet another review of the Cavendish Hotel because I've been there so many times. But that review is pending. So it's just so sad. Doesn't make any difference which hotel I'm in anyway, but I'm from Brighton and I love Andy Devine and Angela Power Disney. Have you worked out who I am yet, Bryony? Well, there's only one person from Brighton, Matt Taylor. Matt Taylor, who knows Andy Devine and Angela Power Disney. The thing is, though, people said he's a how can I say this? Matt Taylor, if this is you, because I don't know who it is, but oh my gosh, the quality of my live stream is really poor now. It's no deliberate. Matt Taylor was mentioned in the Argus as being a convicted stalker. I had many conversations with Matt Taylor, and what can I say? I took his word for it that he's okay. But this could be anybody. It could be someone pretending to be Matt Taylor, pretending to be someone else. It could be a government agent, because that's what the trolls do. I actually found that Matt Taylor, I looked up One Woman Vigilante, and Matt Taylor, it's on the internet, that he's said, "My friend Bryony has been messed around with by someone who says that they cloned their account, commented in my live stream." This is what I mean. But I knew that this could happen. I knew that there could be people pretending to be people, pretending to be people, pretending to be people. So, or it could just be Matt Taylor pretending to be the Cavendish Hotel official. But yes, he's from Brighton. And he told me he'd been in the Argus as a reported for stalking women. Yes, he did once say something to me that made me feel uncomfortable, innuendo, and I messaged Andy Devine on Facebook and I said that's the only thing I didn't like. What can I say? I don't know who that is. Have you worked out who I am yet, Bryony? Well, I don't care who you are, and it's creepy. I don't care if you're Matt Taylor. I don't care if you're pretending to be Matt Taylor. I don't care who you are. It's inappropriate, it's creepy, and it's disgusting. It's wrong what you are doing. What can I say? I mean, can't we have an intelligent conversation, you know? Cavendish Hotel is playing games with your head. I know, Brian. I know. It's horrible, isn't it? But the fact that they've now said that they're from Brighton and they love Andy Devine and Angela Power Disney. There's only one person that I know, that I've had contact with on the phone that loves Andy Devine and Angela Power Disney and is from Brighton, and that's Matt Taylor, who was in the Argus convicted of being a stalker. I being a vulnerable woman myself, though, how can I put this? I've believed him, which perhaps is not a good idea until you really get to know someone. But I've also believed John Patterson. I don't know. Innocent till proven guilty. I was mentioned in the Herald as beating the police when they beat me. The year before, in 2018, they said they'd found me safe and well, when in actual fact they dragged me backwards in handcuffs. And Matt Taylor sounds like someone who, on the same wavelength. Okay, I don't know who it is. I don't know. And I probably will never find out. So there we are. I mean, if someone wants to do me a favour and ask Matt Taylor on my behalf, but that probably won't help either, because no, it's still totally wrong, as you said, Brian. Yeah, so probably best I just block the account and that's it. Yeah. Well, I'd better. It's coming up to 6 o'clock, and I know we don't do room service. I said we're planning on doing it. Don't believe the lies about me. I'm not a. You're talking like you are, Matt Taylor. Yes, you're right, Ian. You're absolutely right. Thank you very much. I better go to the Cavendish Hotel reception and speak to them about that. You're saying don't believe the lies about me. I'm not a convicted stalker. Don't believe the lies about me. I'm not. Well, there's a kind of what do you call it? It's like a kind of, is it what you call a double negative, or have I got that wrong? Yeah, well, you're just playing mind games, really, because you could be pretending to be Matt, pretending to be whatever, playing a game. Yeah, don't believe the lies about me. I'm not a convicted stalker. Right, well, what are you doing now? My battery's running low. I tell you what, the quality of this is really poor. My battery's running out. And I've missed the sun. I did go out, but I didn't see the sun, much of the sun. The quality of my live stream is so poor. It wasn't like this earlier. It was crystal clear. That's how you know when it's being messed around with. Oh. Or maybe it could be lighting. Maybe it's lighting as well. I don't know. Yeah, because the light, it's made it a bit better now. I still think there's something not right with my live streams because other people's are crystal clear. Like, I don't know, maybe do you have to pay for it though? You know, like when you look at other people like Dan and that, they all look really clear, crystal clear, whereas mine is a bit grainy. It's like looking at a video. It's like looking at an old video that's a bit sort of what do you call it? With snow, you know. It's yeah, but it's still like there's still snow. It's like a video from the 80s or 90s. It's still a bit sort of. Thank you. It's a bit better now, but it's still poor quality. I just feel like I'm the only person who everything looks old fashioned with me. I'm not a technical person. Yes, Betamax. Yeah. Yeah, there's still like look at it. Look at all of that. It's not crystal clear like when you look at Dan. Yes, I suppose so, yes. Dan has slightly better camera, Bryony, that's all. I'm a technophobe. I still don't know what that pinhole camera thingy is. The thing that I'd like one of those. I just really wish I wish I'd had one of those when I was being dragged by the oh that security guard. I'm shaking just talking about it. When I put my arm up in between my partner and this security guard, who grabbed him, and I got dragged into the door. I sort of fell back, and the door slammed into my nose. I wish I'd filmed that. Oh, that would have been because he's just got away with physically assaulting me, and I suppose what could be deemed an injury because I bruised my nose. It's very difficult. This is why so many people talk about, oh, leave things in the past. I can never leave it in the past. You know, I haven't had a place that I can call home since 2005 due to mental health and that. You know, and it's obviously my mental health deteriorated. And all these things have happened, and I'm just in a constant state of, you know. So anyway, I don't care if it is Matt Taylor. Stop lying about my friend. Well, you know what? I hate to say this, Matt Taylor, if I'm wrong about if it's not you, or if it's someone pretending to be you. So I apologise if it's someone pretending to be you. But interestingly, I had your number on my phone. What happened to it? Because I didn't delete it.